Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Chair Yoga. It's good to see you here, Catherine. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Staying dry. Another rainy day here in Hampton Roads, but that's good for the earth, so I won't complain. As I mentioned, I think this week, I lived most of my life in San Diego, and I think we average maybe 2 or 3 inches of rain a year. So it's really dry out there. It's a desert, and it's really hard to get anything to grow. You have to spend a lot of money on water. So when I see this rain, to me, it's a blessing. It's tough if you want to go out and walk or do anything. You got to really put on your rain gear. But as long as you're prepared, in life in general, as long as you're prepared, and you prepare in many ways, right? Prepare your bodies by doing exercises and eating right. And we usually prepare our souls. How do we prepare our souls, our spirits? You can meditate, you can contemplate each day where you're going, or at the end of the day, where you've been. You need to nourish the spirit too. And yoga is a practice that helps you do that. It helps you to slow down. It helps you to put life into perspective simply by breathing, by focusing, by understanding priorities. So for all of you who are here for exercise, fantastic. For all of you here who enjoy that part of yoga that is spiritual, that helps to nourish your soul, your spirit, then fantastic. I'm glad you're here. And I will try to always bring both of those in, even if it is just working on our pranayama, our breath work. So everyone on Facebook, everyone here on Zoom, welcome. My name is Angie, and this is Chair Yoga. It is yoga, right? We use the chair as a prop. So hopefully everyone has a comfortable chair to sit in, comfortable to move in. So if you can choose a chair without armrests, that would be preferable. Again, we use what we have. So if you don't have a chair without arms, then we'll work with it. You'll adapt and work with it. A couple of things that I like to have handy during my practice is a yoga block. Initially, I'll place it right behind me to remind me of my posture, but I will also sometimes utilize it in some of our poses. So if you don't have a yoga block, that's fine. You can use a sturdy pillow, a rolled up blanket or towel. Those are useful props. Another prop I like to have is a strap. Yoga straps are fantastic for stretching. But if you don't have one, again, no worries. You can use a belt. Use an old belt that you don't mind using as a prop. You can use a hand towel. An old hand towel works. An old scarf works. Even a rope that's not too abrasive. So lots of different options. You don't have to go out and buy anything. And then last but not least, water. Water is essential. Just like air, you must breathe in the air. You must drink water. Your body can survive without food for longer than it can without water. So water is essential. I'll try and remind you every 15 or 20 minutes to have a sip of water. And I'll have mine there to remind me, to remind you. So hopefully you have everything you need. And if not, again, work with what you have. You have everything you need here within. We'll adapt and adjust. And maybe in the future, you might be able to order if you find that it is beneficial to you. Again, here in yoga, we work on the body, on listening with the mind to the body. And then maybe as you deepen your practice of yoga, you'll also be able to nourish the spirit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. One more time, a deep breath in through the nose. Inhale. Notice the cool air as it comes in. Exhale, cleansing breath out the mouth. Feel the chest drop, shoulders drop. Now, as you inhale in, feel the sit bones press into your chair. Shoulder blades press back and the heart lifts. As you exhale, gently notice the chest drop gently, the belly pressing back, assisting the diaphragm to push out all the old warm air out. Maintain a good posture as you sit comfortably in your chairs, focusing both sit bones into the chair. And then allow the arms to inhale, lift up, reaching up. Exhale, palms up, and begin to relax the arms forward onto the lap. And you're welcome to bring the palms up or down. Begin to gently close the eyes, and if that is not comfortable, then gaze gently down at the floor, feeling the lids heavy, feeling the face relax. And begin to focus on your breath. Breathing through the nose if you can. Deep breath in. Exhale. Out the nose. Slowly, deeply. Focusing on this 3-part breathing. The movement, undulation of the body with the breath. Knowing that throughout this practice, there should be no pain. If you feel pain or major sensitivity, then know that you can adjust or adapt. You can rest at any point throughout this practice. Do not force the body into a position it may not need to be in today. Accepting where you are and leaving the ego at the door. Begin to remove all of your thoughts. Directing the mind inward. Listen to the gentle flow of the breath as you breathe in deeply and exhale even deeper. Thinking of your spirit within. It is not enclosed or caged. It has space to grow and find its better version each and every day. Knowing that silence can be beneficial to the spirit, helping you to calm. And if that silence brings fear or worry, remember your breath work, breathing deeply in, focusing on that, and exhaling all that does not help you, that does not let you grow. Remembering that breath is the most important part of our practice. If you find that the breath is ever held, know that you should rest until your breath comes back to an effortless movement. Inhale, arms come out, extending out, and then lifting up. Breathe. Palms come down onto the lap, pressing in, shoulders back, good posture. Notice the extension of the belly as the top of the head lifts. And gently bring chin to chest. On your next inhale, gently move chin to a shoulder. Again, listening to the body. Maybe only moving it an inch or two. Exhale, chin to center. And on your next inhale, to the next shoulder. And notice how the neck feels. Using your breath, exhaling, chin to chest, and then inhaling to a shoulder. Gently rotating side to side. On your next exhale, bring chin to chest. Slowly lift up the head, arms come up, reach up. Exhale, palms together, elbows together, wrist rotations, clasping your hands, and slowly rotate the wrists, allowing the clasped hands to reach for all corners of your room. Press your feet to the floor. Notice the knees should be over the ankles. The feet, the thighs are parallel to each other. Notice if your forearms are separated. See if you can bring them together. Good. And now rotate in the opposite direction. All the way around, lifting the elbows up just a little bit higher. Work those shoulders. But again, there should be no pain. So listen to the body. Your body is your main guide. And slowly exhale, palms out, wrists forward, shoulders down. Breathe. Inhale, lift up, reaching up. Remember, if you have any shoulder issues, you can always bend the elbows. Arms come out to the side, grabbing your chair. Come forward into cow. Chin is parallel to the floor. Shoulder blades are back. Inhale, tall. Slide your hands forward. Press the belly button back, chin to chest. Inhale, tall. Shoulders back. Press your hands back and pow. Breathe. Use your breath. Inhaling to neutral spine. Exhaling into either cat or cow. Doing this about 3 or 4 cycles. Just warming up your spine, guided by your breath. Sitting up tall, shoulders back, top of the head reaches up. Breathe. Arms come up, palms together, and slowly create little circles all the way around. And reverse. Lifting up tall, reaching up, and slowly dropping your right hand down, grabbing the chair, keeping the heart lifted, extend up and over towards the right side. See about breathing, feeling the stretch on your left side. Inhale tall, reaching up. Exhale, drop your left hand and reach over with the right. Breathe. We'll reach and breathe. Inhale, tall. Think of yourself against an imaginary wall, shoulder blades tight up against it. Now, one more time, exhale over to the right. Again, keep those shoulder blades against that imaginary wall. Breathe, lift the heart a little higher. Feel the feet press to the floor. Inhale, tall, reach up, realigning your spine. And then again, sliding against the imaginary walls over to the left. Breathe, press your feet to the floor, lift up a little taller. Heart reaches towards the heavens. Inhale, tall, deep breath in. Look up ever so slightly. Notice how the cervical spine feels. That's your neck area. All right, if it's sensitive, bring the chin back down. Exhale, hands come to the chair, holding onto this chair. Deep breath in, reach the left foot to the floor, right foot lifts up. Breathe, press through the heel, feel the stretch as you lift the toe high. Point, flex your toe, and then rotate in one direction, creating a nice big circle with your toe. Breathe. And reverse. Press through the heel, lift up taller. Exhale down. Left leg comes up, but first right foot presses to the floor. Right knee is over the ankle. Now lift the left leg. Core is engaging here. Lift up your left toe a little higher. Breathe and then point, flex. You're welcome to support the leg with your hand, or even use a strap or whatever it is that you may have, a towel, hand towel if you don't have a strap. And then rotate the ankle, making a big circle with your toe. Breathe. Notice your posture, notice your breath. And reverse. Listen to the breath. You have awareness of yourself, of your soul. Focusing on it, you can almost feel its identity, separate from the physical. Press through the heel, exhale down, shoulders back, extend both toes and tap. Feel the stretch through the top of the foot. Breathe. Bring toes up and then tap heels. Feel the gentle contraction of your shin. Work gently the core, still lifting up. Point and then out to the side, a little bit wider. Breathe. And back to center. Holding on to the chair, press both feet to the floor. Knees are over the feet, over the ankles, excuse me. Shoulders back, good posture. Right arm up, lifting up, extending. Again, any issues with the shoulder, bend the elbow. Press the right foot to the floor as you lift the left. Opposite limb extension, we're going to extend out to the side. Breathe. Again, you're welcome to use your hand or a strap of some sort to lift the leg. Keep the right leg still, right knee over ankle. Breathe. Open wide your fingers. Back to center. Lift up tall. Exhale down. Press your left foot to the floor. Left arm reaches up. Again, issues with the shoulder, bend this foot, bending your elbows well. And then extend through the right heel. Breathe. And then out to the side. Keep your left foot, left knee still. Support your leg as you need to. Or support the torso using the hand and holding the chair. Inhale, come back to center and back down. Right arm up, left leg up, solid right foot. Press your right hand to the left toe. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the hamstring. Maybe you can grab your toe. Breathe. Maybe use a strap as well. So if you have a strap, you're welcome to use the strap. Again, it's not cheating, it's just finding that stretch. And here we're stretching through your right side and left leg. Inhale, reach up, exhale down. Same thing on the other side. And again, think of each side as individual. You might find that you can hold the toe on one side, or you'll just need a strap or a block. Breathe as you extend that left hand to right foot. Maybe you can grab, and it could also be proportions. The legs are very long, the arms are shorter. Everyone's made so differently, so uniquely. Inhale, lift, reach up, and hold the chair. Press toes forward. Lift the heels, both legs are up. Core is strong here. You still have good posture. Notice your breath. Breathe in and out. Open the legs, holding it here. Back to center. And slowly we're going to scissor the legs. We're going to lift one foot up higher, the other lower, and then switch. Breathe, really working core today. Gently walking on air. Both feet together, exhale. Shake it out, nice wide leg, and gently just moving the hips. Windshield wipers is what I call this. Back to center. It's been about 25 minutes. Get some water. Press your feet back together. Shoulders up and back. Arms come up. Upward salute. Exhale forward. Hands to thighs. And prepare posture. You're welcome to move your knees further apart if you need to breathe. You're welcome to use the block at this point as well if it's more comfortable to have the arms forward. Any level that your prop allows. Press your feet to the floor. Feel the engagement of the legs as your arms come out. Reverse swan dive. Lift up. Reaching up. Exhale, come forward. Swan dive. Prepare posture. Kind of come into a full forward fold if you feel comfortable doing that. If not, if you need to keep the head above the heart for any heart issues, hypertension, then please do so. Otherwise, adjust your legs as you need to and exhale. Allow the head to drop. Allow the neck to just relax. Hands come to the floor. Gently move side to side. And then back to center, ragdoll. Bringing right hand to left elbow, left hand to right elbow, and gently clasp and allow your body to sink deeper. Feel each vertebra decompressing, opening up. Allow yourself time here, allowing the fluids to enter into these spaces, allowing your body to lubricate its joints, especially along the spine, creating some relief. You're welcome to move the torso side to side if comfortable. You're welcome to bring the hands down and even lift the sit bones off the chair in a full forward fold. Again, just listen to the body. About 20 more seconds. If you are standing, then gently come back to your chair and then come to prepare posture. Shoulders up and back. Feel the feet press to the floor. Arms come out. Reverse swan dive. Strong legs, strong core. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you drop the arms. Gently just relax the neck side to side. And now bring shoulder away from the ear as you bring the ear up and reverse. Pressing hands down, away from the head. Shoulders up and back and reverse. Breathe. And slowly bring one arm forward and the other. And gently moving the arm and reverse. Again, you have to move the joints for the body to lubricate itself, allowing connective tissue, the fascia that surrounds the muscle, to stretch, open up. This is where the different fluids can come in, lubricate, and allow you to move more freely. Bring the arms down, deep breath in, both forward, and then come up and tap your shoulder. And gently allow gravity to drop the arms as you come up and tap your back. Allow those arms to swing as freely as possible, mindful of any objects around you that may cause you to have contact with them. You might hit them, so be careful. Feel the shoulder blades move. Feel the shoulders relax and move. Feel the heat maybe form around the neck, around the face, around the shoulders, and relax the arms. Good. Deep breath in, shoulders up and back. We're going to do some standing poses. So these are ones we haven't done in a couple months. So I'm going to have you stand. Again, if you need to sit, just modify what we do and do it while you're seated. So if you have any issues standing today, any balance issues today, always welcome to rest or to modify them in the chair. Deep breath in, we're going to come up and we're going to hold the chair, come behind the chair, both hands on the chair. We're going to do again, start with our forward fold. We'll take a step back. Exhale, bring the tailbone up towards the sky. Slight bend of your knees. All right, don't lock them, slight bend. And then come forward. Breathe. You're welcome to adjust the position from the chair. And you can extend the arms forward if you'd like. Breathe. Inhale, lift, reach up and find a plank. So bring the tailbone in. So the spine is in alignment, as if you're standing, but at an odd angle. You feel it at your ankles. Again, there should be no pain. There should be a stable chair, should not be moving from under you. You're welcome to use a wall to do this as well, and use your elbows if your wrists are sensitive at all to being in this position. Press back, prepare posture. Tailbone up, nice and tall. Breathe. Slight bend of the knees as you bring your hands maybe down towards the seat. And then maybe one leg at a time, stretch out, breathe. Then begin to extend both legs, stretching through the hamstring. Allow the head to come through for down dog. Again, you're welcome to bend your knees as much as you need to. And then just find your edge, trying to see how much you can stretch through the hamstring, through your back. If you're in chair, use your props, your blocks, to bring the head forward. Arms extend and allow the head to drop through the arms. Breathe. Inhale, slowly lift to prepare posture. Press that tailbone up. Feel that length in the back of the leg. Gently, we're going to come and walk forward. Find Tadasana. Those in chair, Tadasana. Press the feet to the floor. Bring your tailbone in gently. Belly button strong, pressing towards the spine. Shoulders are back. Breathe. Hands come down. Again, if you have any balance issues today, hold the chair. Now hold the chair. Deep breath in. Even for those in chair, we're just going to lift the heels up for some balance poses. Holding it here. Exhale, maybe one hand out. Reach back as far as you can. Maybe, especially for those standing, you'll feel this balance. Maybe the other arm. Find a focal point if you're standing and see if you can be still. Core is strong. Knees are slightly forward. Slight bend, not locking. Exhale, bring hands to chair and heels down. Shake it out. Come to the front of your chair or the side. Allow area around you to be clear. We're going to hold the chair, standing right next to it. For those sitting, you can just move the legs out to the side as we move ours out to the side, but on the chair. So see if you can move one leg onto the chair and then gently bring the toes out towards the side. This is a modified lunge using a chair. All right, so for those in chair, the leg will come out and gently rotate the hip for your lunge. You can place a block underneath the knee to support it. All right, but since we're going to try this standing, I'm going to show you standing. And then we're going to bring your foot around and come forward for a lunge. Breathe. Again, mindful of how your knee feels, how the back knee feels. All right, so just come out of it if it's too much, and then gently find your edge. Breathe. This is an excellent stretch for your hip flexors. We're going to straighten that front leg out, even if you're in chair. And maybe for those standing, bring the toes up and then come forward with your heart. Holding it here, stretching the hamstring. One more time, lifting up for your lunge. Bring the heart up, hold that chair. You're even welcome to use your props on the chair. All right, knees over the ankle. So notice the knee over the ankle. Again, these positions are important, always to protect your knee. Lifting up. We're going to bring the foot around, the hips come around, even in chair. All right, and it's not going to come full forward, it's just going to be angled. Just be mindful of how the knee feels. And then gently come down into this position. Again, now we're stretching the inner groin, inner thigh muscle. Mindful of how the knee feels, hold that chair. Breathe. Inhale back up, extend the foot out to the side. Hips are forward, and then gently come over, hold the chair. Good, now you'll feel the stretch on the inside thigh of the other leg. Breathe. Bring those shoulders back. Stay in alignment. Inhale slowly, lift, bend the knee, and bring it down. Shake it out. We're going to the other side of the chair to do the same thing on this side. Again, you can welcome to use props. So allow your leg to lift and come. Now it's pointing out to the side. Bring the foot on the floor in the same alignment. And they're train track. They're not linked up like so. They're out apart so that the hips have space. And then gently we're going to bend forward. Again, knee will be over the ankle. You're welcome to use a block if you'd like to. I won't use it just so that you could see the position of the knee and feel that stretch. Use your chair to help make you feel comfortable, make you feel secure. Breathe. Notice you can always bend that back leg if you need to. Now we're going to straighten the front leg, lift up the torso, breathe, and then bring the heart down towards your knee. You can lift the toe and get a deeper stretch in your hamstring. You can point it to reduce that extension of the hamstring. Breathe. Notice how you're feeling. Listen to the body. Rest when you need to. Lifting up, deep breath in. We're going to rotate hips around now to face me. Your foot on the floor is now forward. The foot on the chair can be angled out to the side. And then gently we're going to come down deeper into this position. Again, you can use a block here for support. Your knee will go over that foot just slightly, but make sure that you are positioned right. So allow yourself adjustments. And again, you should be feeling a stretch in the inner groin muscle. Breathe. Strong torso, strong breath work. Lift up, extend that leg. And ready, we're going to come over to the side. Think of yourself against an imaginary wall and holding the chair or even your leg, allow yourself to slide over. And here you'll feel a stretch on the inside of your leg, and maybe along your hip. You're welcome to bring your arm up, breathe, and over. Or maybe right behind you in a bind. Holding here, breathe. Inhale, sliding up, deep breath in, bend your knee. Good job. And bring it down. Shake it out, moving the hips side to side and reverse. Shoulders up and back. Arm, maybe one come up, maybe two, and find Tadasana. Hold the chair anytime you need to. Facing the chair or the side of the chair, we're going to come into our prepared posture. Swan dive forward. Even if you're sitting in chairs, swan dive forward to prepare posture, using your blocks as you need to. Tailbone lifts if you're standing. And then gently bring elbows down to the seats. Step back, and here we'll do a modified down dog, allowing the head to come through the arms, allowing the arms to relax in the chair. And then again, bending knees as you need to. Breathe. We're going to come forward, bringing the heart forward, finding plank in this position. Adjust the feet so that you can lengthen your spine. Breathe. And if you are near the floor, your knees are near the floor, you're welcome to bring knees to the floor to even a more modified plank. Keep the core strong here. Belly button pressing towards the spine. Your glutes are strong. Your core is strong. Shoulders are working. Yes, a bit of upper body here. Breathe. We're going to press back into our down dog. Adjust your arms as you need to. Inhale, step forward. Come into a forward fold. Extend the arms further. Or bring them down and relax the head to the floor. Relax the hands to the floor. Breathe. Slowly prepare posture, lifting up. Bend your knees ever so slightly. If you wish, you can do a full reverse swan dive to standing, or utilize the chair to help lift you. Deep breath in as you lift up. Use your breath. It's the most important part. Exhale, hands come down. Grab the chair as you need to if you aren't already holding that chair. Grabbing the chair, lift the heels up. Even if you're seated, lift those heels up, hold it there. Last balance, palm tree. If you feel comfortable releasing one hand, pressing it back, feel the shoulder blade press back. If you feel very balanced today, the second hand can come back. Breathe, lift up to the top of the head, core is strong. Bring that belly button back, knees slightly bent. Heels come up higher as you bend the knees more. And exhale down, grab the chair, shake it out. Maybe even stretch the top of the foot. Good job. Good job today on those. All right, we're going to come back into our chair. Sitting down comfortably. Bring right in and squeeze it in. You can use your strap here if you'd like. Side to side, sitting up tall. We're going to extend that leg forward. Breathe. And you're welcome to use the strap to extend it forward and stretch it out. Lifting up tall, reaching up, breathing, shoulders back. And then gently, I like to grab on with just one hand on the same side. So I have right leg up, right arm comes out to the side. Keep the left leg still, knee over ankle. Torso is lifting tall. Breathe. Coming back to center. Switching hands. Then I'll try and come over. This will stretch the IT band right along the side. And you're welcome to move the heel or even the knee, whatever makes sense to you. It's just to gently move the leg to one side and the other. And the movement can be very small, just to feel that stretch a little bit more. Good posture, breathe. Coming back to center, lifting up taller, feel the stretch. Maybe feel the tension in that hamstring. And bend the knee, bring it in. Exhale it down. Maybe rotate the ankles, whatever you might do. Left or opposite leg in, squeeze it in. And then maybe with your band or towel, lift up that leg, stretch it all the way up. Shoulders back, good posture. Grabbing on, we're going to move out to the side. Keep your right leg or that leg on the floor, solid, knee over ankle. Again, heart is forward. Breathe. Back to center. And switch. Stretching that IT band. Sometimes I like to hold the chair and kind of really bring that leg over. Again, find your edge, what you need. Back to center, slowly lift up a little bit higher and bring it down. Pigeon, right side or the other side. So I'm going to bring my right leg up. And you're welcome to use a block. If your ankle won't come to the thigh, you can place it on the floor even. So everyone's very different. Adjust yourself on the seat as you need to, placing it on a block or prop, or if you can, bringing the ankle onto the left thigh. Notice the knee should have no pain, the ankle should have no pain. Thigh, hip should be fairly comfortable. Yes, you're feeling the tension in the hip right here. Now, shoulders back. Keep the heart lifted as you bring the belly closer to the thigh, hinging at the hip. Breathe. Stop the head. Gently coming forward. Eyes looking down. You're welcome to grab the chair, move, be dynamic to get a better stretch. Remember to breathe. Slowly, deep breath in, lengthening the spine, and then gently lifting up. Maybe bring that leg up with you and last stretch out to the side. Extend forward and down. Opposite leg. Again, remember each side can be very individual. You might place it on the floor, or it may come up onto your thigh and the other side didn't. Again, find yourself comfortably seated. Both sit bones are on the floor, or on the chair, excuse me. And we're gently going to come forward. Again, the heart leads up and forward as the belly comes down towards the thighs, hinging at the hip. Eyes begin to look down, keeping good spinal alignment. And again, adjusting yourself as you need to. And breathing. Inhale, slowly begin to lift up, reach up. Maybe bring that leg up with you if you'd like. And exhale down, shake it out. And stretch the shoulders just a little bit. Allow the hand to grab onto your strap, about maybe 3 feet a yard, and lift up. Breathe as you do this. And gently come to the right, sliding as if you're against an imaginary wall again. Inhale, back up, and then to the other side. Exhale down. Again, listen to the body, listen to your shoulders. One more time. I'm going to come up. I'm going to go a little bit wider. I'm going to go a little bit further back. Deep breath in. And maybe reach back. Maybe reach back farther. But remember, use your breath, listen to your body. Do what you can do. Take your time and breathe. Remember, not holding the breath. If you find you're holding the breath, then release, rest. Come out of this pose. Shake it out, arms back. Nice and tall. Exhale, chin to chest. Lift up slowly. Press your hands to your knees. We're going to work on our pranayama. This is called fire breath. And we're going to utilize the movement of the abdominals to help press air out of the diaphragm. I'll place my hand on my belly, just initially to show you the movement. And even if I'm not breathing out, I'm just going to show you the movement of the belly. The hand may help to show you better the movement. So this is my abdominals pressing in and up, in and up, in and up. All right, and that movement helps to push the diaphragm, and therefore the diaphragm has more effort to bring more air out of your lungs. The breath work is done through the nose only, not the mouth. The initial breath is in the nose and out the mouth. But then the fire breath is only through the nose, and the exhale is active, the inhale is passive, right? The focus, though, is on the abdominals, helping the diaphragm. So we'll just do a little test of 10, just so you can see. And once you become comfortable with this movement, you don't have to bring your hand to the tummy, or not at all if you understand the concept. So inhaling in, exhale out the mouth, everything. Really, really allow all the breath to come out. Feel the shoulders drop. Now inhale and begin. That was just 10. All right. So the movement comes from here. You will feel actively exhaling, and the inhale is automatic. It's passive. We're going to do that for 30. All right. Do what you can do. This is important so that we can get all that old air out of the lungs and get fresh, new air, oxygen into your body. Really helps to bring awareness to you and focus. Deep breath in, out the mouth. Inhale and begin. And that was 30. They're quick and explosive. You should feel this in the abdominal region. We'll do one more set and we'll go to 45. Again, do what you can do. Deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. And let's begin with a deep inhale. And enough. Deep breath in. Arms come up. You might even feel your nasal passages utterly clear. Allow the hands to drop onto the thigh. Shoulders back. Exhale out the mouth. Closing the eyes, coming back to your natural breath. And again, if it's not comfortable to close your eyes, gently gaze down. Remember that your body is your temple. It is what protects the soul. It is what keeps the soul. Caring for the body is like caring for the soul. Allow that soul to shine, that spirit of yours. Inhale, reaching up into prayer. Remembering to care for yourself, to bring awareness to yourself in order to acknowledge and have awareness for those around. To care for others, to have compassion for others, begins within, with each and every one of us. Learn to care for yourself, the body and the spirit, nourishing them both. I thank you for taking this time to do that. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you. Have a peaceful day. Stay dry. Thank you to everyone on Facebook. Thank you to everyone on Zoom. Catherine for being here. I hope you have a lovely day. If you wish to join Yin is at 1 o'clock today. 1 o'clock. I've changed the time for today only. Next week again will be 1:30. Hopefully nothing changes. All right. Take care, everyone. Be good. Be kind. Thank you to Primeplus as always.